Let's talk about some outfielders. Namco and Dustin here, Fantasy Smack Talk. In this video, we're ranking some outfielders, going through tiers 1 through 5. There's a lot of stuff on our site as well, so be sure to check it out. Top 100 cheat sheet. We answer a lot of questions in the forums, but you're not here to hear about all that. You're here to hear about our rankings. So Dustin, give him the number 1 overall outfielder, tier 1, and all that other good stuff.
Very excited.
Yeah.
To hear about Matt Kemp. What a year this guy had. 1 home run shy of being a 40-40 guy. Batted .324. He's going to be an early first-round pick. This guy's great. Hopefully he can do it again. Next, Cargo. Big Cargo fan, obviously. Just under 300 average. We'd like to see him up above 300, but you're going to get the power. You're going to get the speed. You got to like that. And the last guy in this tier is Ellsbury. We've seen him ranked a little bit higher than this. We've seen him as the number 1 outfielder, but we're not completely buying the power numbers, but they probably will at least be somewhat close to what he did last year. If he can stay healthy, he's definitely worthy of a first-round pick.
Tier 2 is going to start off with Justin Upton. We really like this kid's upside. He really came into his own last season. He was a 30-20 guy, decent average, and we still think that there's room for improvement on that, so you got to love that. Next, we got Ryan Braun, the MVP, and while we're taping this, the appeal's still up in the air, so if it's reduced a little bit, this is kind of where we like him. If it's totally washed away, he'll certainly vault up. If the 50 upholds, he might even move down a little bit. It's a little unclear, so that's why he's in this spot, but clearly he's a very all-star talent. Next on the list, we got Mike Stanton. Love Stanton, love the power potential, could certainly lead the league in home runs this year. That is not out of the realm of possibility. Then we got Curtis Granderson of the Yankees. His fly ball to home run ratio is one of the best in the bigs, and that led him to 41 home runs a season ago. We don't see that happening. Expect, at best probably right around the 30 range for home runs, but you're still going to get bags with them, but that average is going to be right around that 260 mark. Next on the list, we got Jay Bruce, another young guy that's got a ton of power. He had 32 jacks a year ago. This is another guy that has 40 home run potential. And rounding out this tier is Matt Holliday. Sure, he lost Pujols, and he was about a 300 hitter last year, but that's actually down from a career 315 guy. So he's a great value to get in any league.
Tier 3 offers 4 very interesting outfielders, and the first one, Andrew McCutchen. Currently my favorite player to watch run the bases. This guy is so fun to watch. Just watching him hustle, really leaves it all out there. Decent power, decent speed, but he's just not going to bat for that great of average. Next, one of the biggest upside guys as far as outfield position, that's Desmond Jennings. Very impressive in about half a season worth of at-bats. If you double all of his numbers, this guy could have a really great year. It's yet to be seen whether he's going to bat for a decent average or not, but even if he bats around 250, if he can give you 20 home runs and 40 bags, you're going to like that. Moving on, we got Chu for Cleveland. Kind of a down year for batting average, but the potential is definitely still there. We're hoping for a bounce back for him. And the last guy in this tier, Hunter Pence, he's really kind of coming to his own and really proven to be a solid fantasy outfielder.
Tier 4 starts off with BJ Upton, not nearly as good as his brother Justin, but he does give you that speed and power combo, so that's clearly a good sign for him. Next, we got Carl Crawford, one of the most disappointing players a season ago, and he had surgery, so he's going to be coming a little bit late into the season. With all that said, he's certainly a bounce-back candidate. He's got the pedigree to have a solid year. Then at number 16, we got Josh Hamilton. And you might think we're a little crazy for having this low, but we do every year just because of the injury factor. And every year he proves us right and he gets hurt, so keep that in mind when drafting him. The last guy in this tier is Cameron Maybin. This 25-year-old, we really like his upside, and the one main thing that he's certainly going to excel at is the speed. He had 40 bags a season ago, but he will give you a little bit of pop in the bat as well.
Heading to our last tier for this video, tier 5, we start with Jason Hayward. He's still only 23 years old, and if he can put it all together, he has the potential of being a top tier outfielder. Yes, he had a down year last year, but he's still worth a middle round pick. Next, we have Alex Gordon. Really came into his own last year, solid year, batted over 300, has the potential of being a 2020 guy this year. Moving down, we got Michael Morris for the Nationals. Came out of nowhere with a lot of power and batted for average. I'm not fully believing that he can do it again, but it's hard to ignore what he did, so you got to rank him here. Moving down, we got Michael Bourne. You know what you're going to get out of him at this point. Decent average, a lot of speed. At 22, we got Brett Gardner. Decent amount of power for him. He did almost get into double-digit home runs, almost 50 stolen bases. Hopefully he can get that average up a little bit this year and get it up closer to 300. And the last guy in this tier at number 23, we have Bonifacio, another speedster. He had 40 bags last year, batted around 300. We're expecting more of the same from him this year.
There you have it, tiers 1 through 5. Be sure to check out our other videos, especially 6 through 10, because you probably watched this logically, and you're going to watch this one first, and then 6 through 10 later. So you're going to check out all of our videos, and we got a whole bunch of other stuff on the site, as I was talking about earlier in the show.
Telling people what to do, just like always.
That's right! Especially you.